The Phillies had Joe Musgrove his first loss of the season last night as the Phils powered up and downed the Friars 6-2 in the opener of the series. Tonight's game is presented by Arco, the official fuel of Bally Sports San Diego. It is Game 2 of a 4-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres Baseball. Well, tonight for the Friars, it is Mackenzie Gore, and he's just excited not to be facing the Rockies. Each of his last 2 outings have been against the Rockies. Tonight, it'll be against the Phillies.
And it's the time to make an adjustment at sea level for Mackenzie Gore because the first 9 games, boy, he was in the zone, breaking off pitches just out of the zone for the swings and misses. The whip was great, but the last 2 against Colorado, a lot of out of the stretch, a lot of runs being scored. The whip down almost 3.5 runners per inning. So off-speed stuff is very, very key. If he spots the fastball, it's going to make the off-speed stuff that much better. But he couldn't make the adjustment on the changeup. Wanted it down, got extended outer third. The slider, that backdoor slider, down out of the zone, caught too much of the plate. The curveball, got to really concentrate on pulling it, aim for the top of the shin guards, and then maybe get a good pitch. But in Colorado, he did not do that. Tonight at sea level, he's got to make an adjustment in inning 1. It's got to start tonight.
Well, the battles of the Nola. This is the second time the Nolas have matched up, and tonight, Aaron Nola on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies.
One of the top 2 hurlers for the Fightin' Phils. Aaron Nola is having one heck of a season. Back to the 2018 Aaron Nola. Second in innings, 89 2/3. The whip, well below 1. He's second in that on-base percentage. This means he's working from the windup. He's got really good stuff. Why is he so good? Down in the zone with the fastball. Down in the zone with the breaky ball. This is a tough customer tonight for San Diego.
Coming up, brothers square off. Aaron and Austin Nola, round 2. The Padres and their catcher, the Phillies pitcher. We'll hear more from Bob Scanlon next.
2 of this 4-game set against the Phillies. He'll be catching Mackenzie Gore tonight and batting 5th, and he's been swinging the hot stick of late. A .379 batting average, 2 doubles, home runs, 6 RBIs over his last 9 ball games, but he will have his work cut out for him today when he steps into the batter's box against his younger brother Aaron. Now, the only other time these 2 have faced each other was last year here at Petco Park. Austin went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk, but despite not getting a hit, it was still an incredible experience for him, as Austin himself explains.
Last year was a lot of fun, enjoyed it. It was like a Little League game, you know. Looking forward to just getting out there and seeing him again on the mound. It's always a surreal experience. Last year it happened so fast, and then you get out there and you're like, man, I wish there was more. I do remember him. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I remember it just kind of being like in the backyard, kind of one of those moments, you know. It's one of those experiences that you'll never forget. And the first time you step in the box against your brother, you've caught and been around your whole life.
The Nola brothers will go head-to-head, and Haas will look to stay hot. 2 home runs in the last couple of ball games and some great defensive plays as well. He'll try to give some support to Mackenzie Gore. Padres, Phillies. First pitch coming up next right here on Bally Sports San Diego.
By Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By Templeton Rye. Go to TempletonRyeHomeRunChallenge.com to enter the $1 Million Home Run Challenge. By Jack in the Box. Craving a home run? Well, root on your Padres so you can get a free Jumbo Jack with a large drink purchase the day after the game. Now also on the Jack app. And by Valley View Casino and Hotel. Join the most generous Players Club in Southern California and receive over $100 in free instant offers. No strings attached. Well, the Padres and Phillies, it's game 2 of the 4-game series, and it's time for our weather report brought to you by HES Solar. Not a cloud in the sky as we get it started tonight. 71 degrees, 12 miles per hour. The breeze from the northwest, and the forecast is for more of the same, clear for the remainder of the evening. Now, Rob Thompson's team takes game 1 of the 4-game series. We check out the Phillies lineup brought to you by Appliance Alley. Kyle Schwarber in left field. Rhys Hoskins at first base. Bryce Harper the DH with Nick Castellanos in right. JT Realmuto does the catching. Alec Boehm at third base. Matt Verling makes his first appearance of the series in center. Johan Camargo at short. And Bryson Stott at second base bats out of the 9 spot for the Phillies. On the mound for the Friars, Mackenzie Gore.
23-year-old, and remember that relief appearance in Philadelphia. He threw 3 scoreless. He was awesome. It's adjustment time. Stepping up to the plate for the Phillies is Kyle Schwarber. Up to the mic is the one, the only Don Orsillo. Donnie?
Thanks very much, Mudley. Here we go. That's strike one. We're underway. The Padres and the Phillies from Petco Park in San Diego. Kyle Schwarber at 218. It is 20th home run of the year here last night. It has 41 runs along the way driven in. A swing and a miss. He's down 0-2.
Let's see how aggressive tonight Mackenzie Gore is with that fastball. Do not sleep on his heater. He's got the four-seamer, the curveball, the slider, and the changeup. First time through the lineup. Hitter's only hitting 200. So first time through, go after him.
Missing in the dirt that time and sliding to his left is Nola. Kyle Schwarber, an all-star last year for the Washington Nationals. He's been a Cub. He's been a member of the Red Sox and now here with the Philadelphia Phillies. On the corner for strike 3. Well placed. Schwarber says some stuff to Ramon DeJesus on the way by, but he strikes out, 1 down.
Well, I don't know what he's arguing about because this was a pinpoint fastball outside corner. This is what Mackenzie Gore needs to do tonight. Be aggressive towards that outside corner. Away to righties, arm side, glove side, down and away, perfect. What a way to start a ball game for the kid.
1 down here in the first inning. Rhys Hoskins, the first baseman for the Phillies, batting from the right side. Up and away for ball 1.
That is one of the pitches that Mackenzie the last 2 starts have been having difficulty with. Righties, arm side fastball location. Been leaking up and away.
Fly ball foul down the right field line, out of play. And now let's take a look at the players on the field, presented by Players Club at Valley View Casino. Jurickson Profar in left. Jose Azocar in center. Nomar Mazara getting the start in right. Third to first, Ha-Sung Kim, C.J. Abrams, Jake Cronenworth, and Eric Hosmer, with Austin Nola doing the catching for Mackenzie Gore. The 1-1 popped up mile high left side. Abrams, Cronenworth. It'll be Cronenworth on the left side. 2 down. So 2 away. That brings up Bryce Harper.
I'll tell you one thing I think Mackenzie Gore's got in the back of his mind. Last night, Bryce Harper swung at every first pitch when he went up to that dish. 0 for 3 with a walk. Check that. 0 for 4. Each time up, 1 for 4. You know what, Donnie? I'll get it right. Take 3. He had a hit last night in 4 at-bats, but he swung at the first pitch every time up. Donnie, take it away.
2 down for Bryce Harper. His first AB tonight. And a check swing foul that just missed his teammate in the on-deck circle by maybe an inch.
Yeah, got to be heads up.
That was unbelievable. Nick Castellanos didn't move, and it almost hit him. Harper batting with 2 down. The base is empty. And a pitch away that could have gone either way. Very close. 1-1. So yeah, Mackenzie Gore glad to be facing someone other than the Colorado Rockies. He has faced them each of the last 2 outings and had some tough outings, especially at Coors Field. Never easy to pitch there. Swing and a miss. As Harper down 1-2.
Nice slider, split in the corner, back to back. Good pitch, really good pitch.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Harper. Batting with 2 down, bases empty, and exclusively in the DH spot. Various injuries. UCL tear has been the biggest issue, keeping him from playing defensively. So it's been Castellanos every day in right field. 2-2, slap foul off to the left out of play. And let's take a look at StatCast, powered by Google Cloud.
Strikeouts via the fastball, 22 of them for Bryce Harper this season. Yeah, he'll chase up. You see the pitches there, staying out, middle in, middle down and in. Everything's away and up on the fastballs, the sinker and the cutter as well right there.
2-2 to Harper. That'll bounce in well before the plate. See the spot where that hit in the dirt, and that is about 6 feet in front of the plate.
Harper going with his 2-strike stance, really spread out.
Castellanos waiting on deck here for the fighting Phils. Popped up left side again. Kim, a little stagger, but he makes the catch. A 1-2-3 first. The Padres are coming up from San Diego. Let's check out the Padres lineup, brought to you by Mozzie Heating, Air, and Solar. Jerks and Profar top of that lineup in left field. Jay Cronenworth at second base with Luke Voigt the DH. Eric Hosmer at first. Austin Nola does the catching. Nomar Mazara in right. Ha-Sung Kim at third base with C.J. Abrams at shortstop, and Jose Azocar gets a start in center field. Trent Grisham on the bench to begin the game tonight for the Padres. Aaron Nola on the mound tonight for the Phillies.
Having one heck of a year, 29-year-old making his 15th start, and he is a road warrior. Last 3 road starts, 2-0, a .37 ERA. He has not given up a run in his last 16 innings on the road for Aaron Nola.
Into the shift immediately go the Phillies on the right side. As Profar leads it off here in the bottom of the first inning for the Padres. Swinging at that first pitch. Fastball was up. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Profar at .251 to start the night. 8 homers and 38 runs batted in. And Wednesday night, Profar getting a 4-hit performance. Last night was hitless, 0 for 4 in the first game of the series. There is the shift on the right side, only Bohm on the left side. Just about equidistant between second and third defensively. 1-1 in there for strike 2.
Well, keep an eye on that 2-seam lane changer into lefties. He'll bring it back on that inside corner. We just saw it right there to Profar.
Well, for Profar, the leadoff spot this year, hitting at .340 with 3 homers and 18 runs batted in the leadoff spot. It's been a good spot for him. This time a 2-hopper down to first, and Hoskins will tag the bag for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Let's take a peek inside the toolbox. Aaron Nola this season. The 4-seamer, the knuckle curve, the sinker, and the changeup. Now, what's the common theme here? Having a great year, low ERA, low whip. Look at those pitches, consistently in the zone. Really good location. The 4-seamer, he will challenge you. That's consistently down the middle, only hitting a 152 clip. Changeup, different story. 339. He's got to keep that pitch down.
One down, Jay Cronenworth. Jake had last night off, back in the lineup again tonight for the Friars. Sits safely in 8 of his last 10 games. Been on base in 49 of the last 55. And down on the count, 0-2. Well, defensively, Kyle Schwarber's in left, Matt Verling in center, and Castellanos around in right. Alec Bohm is at third base with Johan Camargo at short, Bryson Stott at second, and Rhys Hoskins at first with JT Realmuto doing the catching for Aaron Nola. One out in the first and an 0-2. Fouled off to the left, out of play. Craving a home run? Well, root on your Padres so you can get a free jumbo jack with a large drink purchase a day after the game. Now also on the Jack app.
Well, Jake getting the day off yesterday, obviously physically getting a little bit of a rest, but also mentally. But still, watching the game, just in case maybe a late inning at bat. It didn't happen. Fresh today.
Ball and 2 strikes to Cronenworth. He's got Luke Voit behind him, waiting on deck, batting in the 3 spot. Sends it foul off to the left, out of play. And the battle continues.
No, we talked about Nola and his pitches being down, down, down. He's thrown some fastballs up in the zone. Tough for Jake to get on top of that one, fouling it off. That was at 94. That was a 2-seamer.
Two and two.
Good take right there. Recognizing the breaking ball, and then it's going to be out of the zone. Take it for a ball. Work that count even.
Nola third in the National League in strikeouts with 99. Behind only Corbin Burns and Carlos Rodon. Swing and a miss, and Cronenworth strikes out. There's a knuckle curve, and it's the second out of the first inning. First strikeout for Nola.
He brought that one up a little bit more. That's the knuckle curve, as Don was mentioning right there. Nice tight rotation. Ends up down and in. That's tough to lay off. That's one of his money pitches. Strikeout number 100 on the season.
2 down in the first. And Luke Voit coming up, batting in the 3 spot in the absence of Manny Machado. DH at 236. 9 homers, 32 runs batted in. Much more chest moss than I remember.
Yeah.
I think we're definitely down a button tonight. Look at that.
Wow.
That's fantastic. The flow on the chest moss is really good.
He could braid that.
It's fantastic. The 1 pitch. The 1-2.
Oh.
That is definitely down a button. Because it used to be you could see Padres all the way across.
Right.
And now you see exploding chest moss. Backs out. They stack it up defensively on the left side. And the wall here against Voit. That was going to miss. 1 and 2. Well, the Nolas are here again, and Dad is wearing a Padres undergarment shirt with the Phillies jersey on top.
That's great.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Fifteen pitches here in the first for Nola. Got Profar to ground out to first. Cronenworth struck out. Now a 2-2 to Luke Voit. Swing and a miss, and Voit strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Nola. Done with 1 without a score.
out for his second inning of work. It's no secret that the fastball has been the key to his success so far in his big league career. And here you see the difference in the numbers between his first 9 games with the fastball and the last 2. In his first 9 games, 67% strikes with that fastball, and opponents hit only 188 against it. In the last 2 outings, 61% strikes, not throwing as many strikes with it, but more importantly, the 286 opponent batting average against that fastball. Now, we know the velocity was down, and really where the fastball showed itself the most was in behind the count situations. For the first 9 games, when he fell behind in the count, he was able to use his fastball and get it by guys. 60% of the time, he was able to retire batters in those situations. Over the last 2 games, only 11% of the time when he fell behind 2-0, 2-1, or a 3-ball count. So far tonight, the fastball back at 95. It's looking sharp. We'll see if he can keep it going, guys. Back up to you.
All right, thanks very much, Scan. As Mackenzie Gore enjoyed that first inning, 1-2-3 first on 14 pitches.
I've always been a big fan of the fastball. I don't like it when pitchers abandon their fastball. They think they have to get cute maybe and spin it up there and try to swing and miss on the breaking stuff. There's plenty of breaking stuff or fastballs that can be fouled back, out of play, or swung on and missed.
One problem has been the velocity has been going down a little bit. You look at the last 5 games, and each game it's gone down a little bit more. Last time out against the Rockies, down to 93.9 at Coors Field. So that may be an issue. One of the reasons staying away from it.
Yeah, Mark Sweeney talked about that on the big show prior to first pitch. Now, if that's going to be the case, you better make an adjustment and hit your spots with the fastball. That's for sure. You got to stay out of the heart of the plate.
Fly ball struck pretty well to center field as Okart going back. He'll get there. Makes the catch shy of the track for out number 1. When Padres pitchers K9, your K9 or feline wins if the Padres strike out 9 or more batters in a game. Petco members can visit participating Petco locations the next day to score a free dog or cat toy with an eligible purchase. Visit petco.com/PadresK9 for details. There are no monkey toys.
What's that?
There are no monkey toys.
I didn't hear anything.
Yes, I heard a monkey.
Really?
Yes. One out here in the second inning, JT Realmuto. Realmuto hitting at .240 to start the night. 4 homers, 27 runs batted in for 63 games of the year for the Phillies catcher. Chokes up a little bit.
I was just going to mention that, Don. The good call on you, on your part, picking that up. Good bat control from Realmuto. Donnie, the hitting coach. Hey, choke up a little bit. More bat control. Take it the other way, right? You know, I could see you on the bench in a pullover fleece, coach. Right?
Yeah.
You know, half zip up, quarter zip. Donnie pitching
Could
coach.
see me in uniform, full uniform.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thinking about maybe coaching. We'll see. See if some of my friends end up with managerial jobs. Whether or not I'd be ready to make that move at this stage of my life and my
so
career.
So much to offer.
Right. You know, from a baseball standpoint.
Yeah.
And, but I think I'd go with the fleece. I really would.
Yeah.
I don't think any of my friends are going to call me if they get jobs. I really don't.
Want me to put in?
I don't think I don't think anybody's taking me seriously. 2-2 is a swing.
Notice the fastballs Gore has thrown this inning. I mean, they're following him off. They're not catching up to him. That one was 93. So it gets back to my point. If he locates that, he's going to have success with that heater. See if he spins one right here. No, fastball away. Get it out there. There you go.
That's strike 3. It'll work at the knees at 93. Second strikeout for Mackenzie Gore.
Pinpoint control, splits the heart of the plate right at the knees. That's beautiful. That's a four-seamer. Good downward plane coming at you.
So 2 down here in the second inning for Alex Bohm. Swinging to that first pitch. Bohm fouls it back to the screen. Well, it's time now for our Coors Light beating the pressure. Most runs scored with 2 outs this season. The Philadelphia Phillies doing a lot of their damage with 2 outs. 138 of those runs coming with 2 outs. Only the Braves and Mets better in that category. There's 2 outs here and an 0-1. And Bohm will take a pitch up top. Ball and a strike. That four-seamer at 93, so still around 93.
And still not able to catch up with it up to this point. Fouling it off.
Two and one. .50 singles on the year for Bohm. Lines this one to the backhand of C.J. Abrams, who makes the catch in the air. Another 1-2-3 inning for Gore. We're scoreless. Eric Hosmer in game 1 of the series. 412 feet against Rangers Suarez. 106.5 on the exit velocity. Launch angle at 26 degrees. And last night getting his 6th home run of the year in the cleanup spot tonight, batting 4th and leading it off here in the home half of the second inning. Jumping on that first pitch and carving it foul to the screen.
That home run that Hosmer hit last night was only the 2nd home run that Suarez has given up to a left-hander in his career. 2nd time only. Hosmer, one of them. Got a curveball, went down and got it for the round tripper.
A little bit high to Hosmer. And Nola enjoyed a 1-2-3 first, ground out, back-to-back strikeouts of Cronenworth and Voit through 16 first inning pitches. It's almost time to face his brother. Austin waits on deck.
This is going to be fun.
At the end of the bat, foul to the screen again. Ball and 2 strikes. They're deeply situated for Hosmer to go the other way. The center fielder Matt Verling very deep in center field and over towards left center. In there for strike 3. Hosmer turns and walks away. Takes with him the 3rd strikeout for Aaron Nola. Now here comes his brother Austin. Nola versus Nola. Round 2. They had it last year.
What do you do if you're the parents, right?
I mean, who do you root for? How, I mean, how does this work?
This is for bragging rights right here.
On the ground, diving at third is Bohm. Picks himself up and throws out Nola. Nice play. Good diving play at third base by Bohm. 2 down.
Ball hit hard.
So are you happy with that result, or
I don't know. It's like, way to go. Yeah. Okay.
You're out, but another one of our sons got the out. It's like, okay, well, I don't know how to act. It's confusing. I just think it's cool you got 2 kids in the major leagues.
My gosh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So 5 in a row retired by Aaron Nola. There's Nomar Mazara. Mazara at 298 with a home run, 10 runs batted in.
One thing I've also noticed about Aaron Nola is that his arm action, very quick from out of the glove and backside, and then bang, up top and through. That may be one of the things that makes him so different. I mean, location is everything. He does that well. But when you look at how quick he is, once he drops that ball out of the glove, behind his body, his hand, and then bang, up top and through. Very, very quick.
Been in Philadelphia since 2015. Was a 17-game winner in 2018. 17-6 with a 2.37 ERA and 33 starts. 1-2 pitch up top, and it's 2-2. Last year finished at 509-9 with a 4.63. 32 starts, logged 180 2/3. He's gone over 200 innings twice in his career. Full count to Nomar Mazara, with Ha-Seong Kim waiting on deck. Chop down the first baseline, foul. And we'll do it again here. 3-2. 3 strikeouts already tonight for Nola. Nomar Mazara, 8 RBIs in his last 9 games. Did not play in last night's game. It's a 3-2 pitch. And that's ball 4. Draws a 2-out walk. First base runner to reach tonight for San Diego.
Well, one of the few walks this season for Aaron Nola. That's only the 12th free pass in the whole season. Going into this ball game, 89 2/3 innings of work, 11 walks.
2 down, Mazar at first, and Ha-Seong Kim. .231, 4 homers and 26 runs batted in. Strike 1, fastball, good downward plane. .30th pitch of the night for Nola. And Kim will take a look at a strike right on that bottom corner. 0-2. Well placed by Nola, making his 15th start of the year tonight. 3.11 ERA. The record really not indicative of how well he's pitched. He's just at 500, 4-4. None of that's been out of his control.
Yeah, I look hits, innings pitched, and of course whip is a big thing. You look at the ERA. You look at the on-base percentage against. There might be times where you only give up 2 runs, 1 is earned, and you end up losing 2-0.
There's the whip you were talking about, third in that category.
Yeah, whip it good. Gonsolin, McClanahan. Hey, McClanahan. Nola, .87.
On the ground, softly hit. Boehmel let it go. Camargo's got no play. I don't know why Boehmel let that go. He cuts it off. He's got a chance at Ha-Seong Kim at first base. But he let it go through to the shortstop, and he had no play anywhere.
Aaron Nola did his job. He got the grounder. Oh, wow. Donnie, you're exactly right. His momentum's going that way. Probably would have been an easier play for Bohm. You bet. That's a break for San Diego.
And a base hit for Ha-Seong Kim. First hit of the night for the Friars. They have 2 on, 2 down. C.J. Abrams batting out of the 8 spot now. Has a chance to do some damage after the walk and the infield hit. On the ground, right side. Hoskins will flip to Nola for the out. That ends the inning. The Padres strand a pair, scoreless through 2. Play on this date, the Padres were able to acquire Trevor Hoffman. He ended up doing really well with the Padres. Jose Martinez and Andres Burriman. The Marlins received Gary Sheffield and Rich Rodriguez June 24th of 1993. Well, that was a good deal. Worked out, huh?
Yes, it was.
Some do, some don't. That one really was good.
Yep. Not bad for a kid who was a shortstop at University of Arizona. Bear down. Took his work to the hill, and next thing you know, he's giving a speech in Cooperstown.
Matt Verling leading it off here for the Phillies. 222, 3 homers, 7 runs batted in. Did not play in the first game of the series. Verling, Camargo, and Stott scheduled to bat in the inning. On the ground up the middle, that'll find its way into center field. It's a first hit off Mackenzie Gore, first base runner to reach for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Okay, so he threw a fastball. You see the location on this four-seamer. It's up and down the middle. Sometimes those are going to be fouled off. Sometimes it's going to be an Adam ball right at him. That one found the hole. It was a grounder for the base knock.
Lead runner on here for the Phillies in the 3rd inning. Johan Camargo coming up now. The shortstop who hits a .239. 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. D.D. Gregorius started last night's game. It's Camargo tonight. Left-hander on the mound tonight for the Friars in Mackenzie Gore. 35th start for Camargo. 18 at shortstop, 9 at third, 5 at second, 2 at first. So he's played all over this infield for Philadelphia. Another fastball from Gore.
Here's where you got to win the battle. 1-1. Got to get ahead 1-2 against Camargo.
On the ground, foul outside of third. Well, don't forget to stream Padres baseball all season long on the Bally Sports app presented by Coors Light. Take us wherever you go. Have Don and Mudley with you. Go to the beach?
Sure. Mountains?
Take your friends.
Yeah. Fishing?
We like to go lots of places.
All over the place.
1-1 to Camargo. That's away. Gore trying to work his way around a leadoff base hit by Matt Verling. Starts this inning for the Phillies. Four-seam now around 91 the last couple.
Yeah, we've documented that, the velocity going down the last 5 games for Gore. And you know what? It might not seem like a lot, but that's significant. You go from 96 to 93, 92.
3-2 pitch. And that's ball 4. So a single and a walk to begin things here in the 3rd inning. Remember to enter the Saquon Scouting Report sweepstakes. Follow at Bally Sports SD on Twitter. Reply to tonight's Saquon Scouting Report with more or less using the hashtag Saquon Scout. Visit ballysports.com for full rules and details. Padres Phillies combined for 3 home runs in last night's game. If you think the teams will combine for 3 home runs in tonight's game, reply more. If you think they'll hit 2 or fewer, reply less. Runners at first and second, nobody out in the Phillies' 3rd inning.
Ha-Seong Kim giving the signs at third base just in case they're thinking about bunting here with nobody out. Number 9 spot. He's kind of like halfway. He's kind of at a set position to where he can go retreat to third base. He can charge in, depending on where that bunt is or how hard it is bunted. You see Kim there on the left at third base. So since it's a force play, if it's down the third base line, Gore can get there and then toss to Kim for the force. If in fact they are bunting. I don't see a lot of that these days, though.
On the corner for strike 1. Single by Verling. A walk for Camargo. First and second, nobody out. In the dirt, and to his left goes Nola to block that. It was a slider that time, was not close, and it evens up at 1-1.
Yeah, he his body language is kind of looks a little off right now. That last pitch in particular looks like he didn't finish it off like he should have. Maybe cut it short a little bit.
A pitch comm issue at the moment. You have that runner out there at second base. Kind of wear it inside the hat, it seems like.
Yeah.
Around the headband kind of area.
That would bug.
You think?
I mean, it would be foreign, obviously, and it would take some getting used to. It's really thin, right?
Yeah.
Still, though, something like that stuck in your cap.
And you want it as close as possible, obviously, to your ear.
Yeah.
Especially in louder stadiums. One. Downstairs for ball 2. Coming in with a record of 4-3 individually, 3.64 ERA. 12th appearance, 11th start. Is 2-1 to Bryson Stott. To center. Zokar going back, and he'll run it down. Nice catch. Turns and fires back in, tagging at second. And moving to third was Verling, because he could see how far Zokar had to go and that his progress was taking him to the outfield wall. So he alertly tags up and takes third base.
That ball was hit really well. 92 on the fastball. Good jump by Zokar. Name and number to the infield, tag up.
So 1 out, first and third, and it brings up Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber struck out looking in the first.
As we mentioned, the velocity dipping for Gore. You better make sure you hit your spots, keep it down. If you're going to go up by design, somewhere where you can't get hurt.
Popped up. C.J. Abrams is there to make the catch for out number 2. Nicely done getting Schwarber there with his second out of the inning. Rhys Hoskins getting his second look at Gore. Hoskins popped out to the second baseman Cronenworth in the first. In the dirt, gathered by Nola to his right. Curveball missing. Gore trying to work his way around. A leadoff single to Verling, a walk to Camargo. So far so good. He gets stopped, fly out to center. Schwarber pops out to short. Here's a 1-0. Make it 2-0. That's a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, there's a 94.
Didn't get the call. Appeared to be right at the top of the zone. On to Jesus, home plate umpire in tonight's game. Least foul down the left field line out ahead. Now a quick word from Saquon Casino.
Padres fans, surround yourself with everything you love about your team in the exclusive Padres Hotel Suite. Visit Saquon.com to book your stay.
Top of the third inning at Petco Park with Verling at third, Camargo across the diamond at first, and 2 away here in the third inning. 2-1 to Rhys Hoskins. It's ball 3.
There's that arm side fastball up and away to the righty. He had difficulty against the Rockies both times.
Got to deal with Bryce Harper. He'd rather not. Like to get Hoskins right here and get out of this jam. Good pitch. Slider that time. Fooled him. Full count.
Everything right about that last pitch. Good tilt, good location. Hoskins out in front, and if taken, a strike, a legitimate strike there right at the knees.
.50 pitches for Mackenzie Gore. Here's a big one on a 3-2. That's ball 4, and he loses him. So he tried the slider again, and that's the second walk of the inning. And the bases are now loaded. Time to take a look at the San Diego County Chevrolet stat MLB rankings. It's the beginning of 2015 for Bryce Harper. He's third on base, third in slugging, third in walks, fourth in runs scored, tied for fourth in extra base hits, but he's been really good and really pretty consistent during that time since the beginning of 2015. Padres pitching coach Ruben Niebla out there on the mound.
He's got some work to do now. Nowhere to put him. And once again, he likes to swing at that first pitch. He's got to think, put a wrinkle in one rather than give him a first pitch fastball.
.51 pitches, 28 strikes, 23 balls, and 2 walks in this inning. Now, with the bases loaded, got to deal with Bryce Harper. Tall task. Harper popped out to third base and Ha-Sung Kim in the first inning. Getting his second look at Mackenzie Gore tonight. Ball 1. Foul back to the screen, jumping on that. He's been really leaning on that slider a lot.
Look at him. He wants that one back. Back-to-back sliders to start off this at-bat. First one up and out of the zone.
Bases filled with Phillies with 2 down here in the third. The 25th pitch of this inning coming up for Mackenzie Gore. He's had to work hard. It's been a taxing inning, but to this point has not allowed a run. In the air to left field, playable for Profar. He'll make the catch. Mackenzie Gore gets out of a bases loaded jam. We're scoreless in San Diego.
Going out for his third inning of work, and what's really interesting about Aaron Nola is the angle of his arm. Now we've got a very comparable thing to look at here. On the left you see Aaron Nola, on the right you see Joe Musgrove. Aaron Nola with a 5.06 foot vertical release point is the third lowest in all of Major League Baseball, and there you see the comparison to Joe Musgrove, who's more of a normal 6.43 release point. So you can see the difference in the arm angle. Why is that significant? Because that's how Aaron Nola is deceptive. It's very similar to how Sean Manaea throws the baseball. From a lower arm slot, he's able to locate the ball down when he wants to, but when he elevates it, he's able to defy the spin rates that we talk about all the time and still run that ball up and into batters, especially with 2 strikes. There's a great example of it, trying to elevate against Azokar, but Azokar able to catch up to it. He complements that fastball up in the zone with his curveball, guys. It's just a great example of another pitcher that's able to use a different arm angle, very similar to what we see with Sean Manaea. Aaron Nola doing the same thing. Don and Mud, back up to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. That's very interesting. Taking a look at that and the difference between the two. As we look at the lowest vertical release point this season, Nola at 5.06 as far as feet go. Logan Webb and then Alex Wood lower.
Yeah, you know what I noticed about Joe Musgrove and Aaron Nola is that Nola is more of a drop and drive type guy, whereas Joe Musgrove is staying a little bit taller, shorter stride type guy. And that would affect the vertical as well. Joe Musgrove being higher as opposed to Nola being lower, with the lower half, lowering the lower half, lowering the vertical.
Zokar, that leadoff single. Jackson Profar getting his second look at Nola. Grounded down to first in the first. And now hits a fly ball to right. Castellanos over a few steps makes the catch for the first out of the third inning. So 1 out, 1 on, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth. Now 1 on, and Cronenworth a strikeout victim in the first. 3 strikeouts so far tonight for Aaron Nola. The first, and back to the bag is Zokar. Held on over there by Rhys Hoskins.
Well, the Padres do have select runners who could steal a bag on you, but collectively only 25 stolen bases. That's 14th in the National League. Tied for 25th in Major League Baseball. But, you know, you pick your spots, certain players. That's a pretty good lead right there.
Strike call did grab the inside edge.
Another thing that I've noticed about Aaron Nola is that with that high leg kick of his and then the longer stride, might give a runner with some speed maybe a step and a half or 2 advantage if in fact going to try to steal a bag.
First pitch strikes to 10 of 11 so far tonight for Nola. In the air down the left field line, making its way foul. Well, it's time for the Kia player profile. We're talking about the number of innings that he logged, a few seasons of 200 or more, which is kind of unusual today, and the most innings pitched since the beginning of 2018, 756 1/3. That's tops in that time period.
Those are some horses right there you're looking at on that list.
The 2 pitch will have to wait to throw to first, and back is Zokar. Appearing into JT Realmuto. Good sized lead over there. He's past the cutout. And at first base is Zokar. Fly ball. Center field incoming is Verling on a slant into left center for out number 2. And back to first goes Zokar.
Well, I just got my stopwatch out, and the major league average for pitcher to catcher is 135 to 1.40. That last pitch right there, 1.8. That's a long time leg kick and ball reaching the hitting area.
So you're saying you can run on?
I'm saying that, yeah, you're exactly right, Donnie. If the situation dictates where you got some speed and you want to steal the bag, chances are you might want to think about that.
2 down. There's Zokar at first base. He does have speed.
I'll do it again on this pitch here.
Luke Voit. Over to first and back to the bag is Zokar. Well, trying to keep him close or closer by going over there on occasion. Big lead again.
Wow, exactly. Unofficial, I got 1.8.
So that's his time then, pretty much, if you hit it twice in a row.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Once again, unofficial, just starting and stopping as soon as that free foot lifts, and then when the ball either is struck or at the catcher. Looks like a changeup right here.
It's pitch 40 right here for Aaron Nola. And a ground ball foul outside of third. Well, don't forget to join us Sunday, June 26th at 1:10 for our Kids Batting Gloves giveaway, presented by Canals. The first 8,500 fans, 14 and under, will look just like the Padres lineup with these awesome gloves. Visit Padres.com/giveaways. Two down is Zokar at first base. Scoreless game. Padres batting last of the third. And again, that big lead at first for Zokar. This will get away, and Zokar will head to second base. He'll get there without a problem standing. Well, they've gone over a bunch, and this throw is errant, and charged with the error is Nola.
I think that's got to be E3.
That was catchable.
Yes, it was. It was a very catchable ball.
Two down is Zokar at second base. Bryson Stott kind of cheating in behind him, trying to keep him close. As Voit backs out. Fouls it off to the right, out of play. Fastball at 94 that he fouled off.
Looks like Aaron Nola trying to pitch Voit consistently away.
Outfield very deep. They are about straight away on Voit. Power to all fields. Swing and a miss, and Voit strikes out. Went to the curveball to get him. Played 3 without a score in San Diego. presented by Arco.
Let's go back to the top of the third. Bases loaded. Bryce Harper pitch by pitch. That first pitch a ball, second pitch a slider. Now he's even to the count 1-1. He's got his back up against the wall. He goes down and in with a fastball. He pops it up. He leaves him loaded. A big-time pitch, big-time situation for the young left-hander, Mackenzie Gore.
Nick Castellanos leading it off here in the fourth inning for the Phillies. Mackenzie Gore getting out of a bases loaded, 2-out situation by getting Bryce Harper to fly out to left field. On the ground towards short. Here's C.J. Abrams. That's out number 1 of the fourth inning.
That was a curveball in the zone. That's a good sign.
So 1 out, and JT Realmuto coming up. He struck out looking in the second inning. One of 2 strikeouts for Mackenzie Gore. He's also walked 2. Realmuto with 4 home runs so far in the year, 239 average. As he'll take strike 1. There he is. Hall of Famer in the house.
Number 51, his wife Tracy, watching a big league ball game. Trevor's locked in.
Jumps ahead 0-2, the changeup that time. Line foul off the screening and into the Padres dugout. Of course, the Padres are housed on the first base side of Petco Park. Next pitch will be the 60th of the night for Mackenzie Gore, with 1 out here in the fourth. Thought about it. Did he go? They check. No, he did not, says Doug Eddings, first base umpire and crew chief.
Yeah, I think he held up. Let's check from the side, though. Oh, no. Well, no, I take that back. He went. What do you think, Donnie?
I thought he held up.
Did you?
Yeah. Swing here and a foul. Still 1-2.
That's what's great about baseball. You have discussions about anything and everything, and you get different opinions.
Pitch sequence so far.
Hard with the fastball, going soft with the changeup. Kind of back and forth there. And then putting a wrinkle in number 4 and 5. See if he tries to go upstairs with a fastball here.
The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to Petco Park. Buy and manage game tickets, unlock offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Swing and a miss. Elevated the fastball that time up and away. Gets him to chase. Realmuto striking out for the second time tonight. That's 3 Ks for Mackenzie Gore.
Got to protect, right? It's down and away where he wants it, but it leaks up and away for the swing and miss.
Two down here in the fourth inning. Alec Bohm lined out to shortstop first time up. It's his second look at Gore. And jumps on the first pitch, fouling it back to the screen. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Fastball back to 94 again. It had been as low as 91 for a period of this outing. But back to a little better gas.
Overthrew that one.
Check swing foul off to the right. 4 home runs so far for the Phillies third baseman. Only 1 hit so far tonight for the Phillies. It belonging to Matt Verling, the center fielder who led off the 3rd inning with a single to center. Most part of that bases loaded 2-out jam that Gore got out of. Evens at 2-2.
Slider, get it down. Down and in.
Line to left field and a base hit. Over his profile to play it on the backhand. Bohm will throw the brakes on around first base. And a 2-out single for Alex Bohm.
But what a difference just a matter of a few inches could make, as this one on contact just catches too much of the plate and up. Mid-thigh high for Bohm. Splits the 5.5 hole for the big league knock.
So 2 down, Bohm at first, and comes Matt Verling. Single to center field in the 3rd. 1 for 1 so far against Gore. And there is strike 1. Interesting that he's getting as much velocity wise from the stretch at 94, if not more, than from the line. That's weird.
I was just thinking the same thing. You know, once again, discussions regarding anything and everything, right? Maybe, you know, when he was throwing 91, I mentioned that I noticed he really wasn't finishing it off. Maybe guiding it a little bit, that'll affect the velocity a little bit, rather than getting up top and letting it eat. Go get him. You start guiding that baseball and you'll lose some velo, as they say. I mean, who knows? Maybe there was a discussion in between innings. Hey, you're guiding it. Go through to the catcher. Follow through. Get at him.
Rifles it foul down the right field line, out of play. 2-2. Breakdown on the night. 73 pitches so far. 3rd innings, that bases loaded 2-out situation, and to work around he did, but took 25 pitches to complete. Full count now. Johan Camargo waiting on deck. Pitch 75 for Gore. And it's ball 4, down and in to Verling. That's a 3rd walk allowed by Gore, and all of a sudden the Phillies, we showed you earlier, they score a lot with 2 outs, and with 2 outs all of a sudden you get a single and a walk, and they've got some action here. Johan Camargo coming up next for the Phillies. This season with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, Camargo's been very good. 333, double, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. 2 on, 2 down. And it's ball 1.
Yeah, he really slowed up his arm on that last pitch, on that slider. Before he stepped in the box, Camargo, Austin Nola was looking over at Bob Melvin for a long time, make sure they're on the same page.
Ball 2. On the ground to shortstop. C.J. Abrams goes to second on the force out to end the inning. 3.5 done, no score.
Zero as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Austin Nola is on deck, scheduled to face his brother this inning. And here's a family photo. That's AJ and Stacy Nola, and there's Austin towering over his younger brother Aaron. And a Christmas picture, and then later on the two would join forces when they were both at LSU together. Now there was a 4-year spread, so they were only together at LSU for 1 year. That's Austin on the left, Aaron on the right. And then, of course, last year when they got an opportunity to face each other. Now that's actually Austin on the right holding up the Phillies jersey, but this is when they got a chance to face each other last year. It was certainly a special moment, and there's a lot of competition between those brothers when they were young, no question about it. And Austin acknowledges that he was not very nice to his brother. Whenever he would beat him, he would rub it in for a while, so he's not surprised that last year when Aaron faced him that he threw 3 of his fastest pitches against Austin that Aaron has ever thrown his entire career. Austin said, you know what, I kind of deserved it, guys. And he said the parents have really had a difficult time. They've spent a lot of time together over the last couple of days. And Austin said, look, we've not talked baseball at all. He says his brother keeps everything very close to the vest, doesn't want to reveal anything. But he said the parents have really had a strange time in terms of trying to keep optimistic about both boys and not trying to show any favoritism. So it should be fun to watch this matchup when Austin comes up to bat next. Guys, back up to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. Eric Hosmer leading it off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hosmer a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. 4 strikeouts so far for Aaron Nola. Like for Hosmer to go the other way again in the outfield. Strike at the knees, 2-2.
Remember, Aaron Nola's got that good curveball. Well, Hosmer hit that curveball off of Zach Gallen. And the Diamondbacks were in town. Let's see if he drops a number 2 right here.
Swing and a miss, and Hosmer strikes out again. 5 strikeouts for Nola. 1 down here in the 4th inning.
It was the curveball.
Well, in MLB history, in case you're wondering, brothers who have homered off each other. There's only 4. The Stovals in 04. Rick Farrell and Wes Farrell in 33, and then Phil and Joe. 1975, Bradley Zimmer versus Kyle Zimmer in 2021. So more recent there, but we'll see. Maybe Austin can homer off Aaron. On the ground down the line at third, foul. Both times he's been swinging at that first pitch as Austin against Aaron. Chop foul over by the on deck circle, Philly side of things, third base way.
You know, the one thing I think about is like, working out. If they're working out together, if Austin catches Aaron, right, bullpens, and then, hey, I want to take some hacks. Can you throw me some BP? You know, getting on that arm angle, how pitches are thrown. And now it comes down to bragging rights right now. Fastball away. 2-seamer trying to bring it back probably. Yep.
Mom appears to be videoing it.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's videoing what she hopes to be a strikeout or what she hopes to be a home run. That's strike 3. Don't know what she was rooting for. But it's really difficult. It's got to be very, very hard to figure out what you're
Did you see Dad
rooting for.
shaking his head? It's
Yeah.
like, okay, what am I supposed to do? My son punches out my son. What? Really?
Yeah. How do I feel about that? I don't know.
Oh. I don't know. Hey, Dad, what do you think?
Yeah. Sure. Back-to-back strikeouts, 6 in all. In fact, 3 strikeouts in a row. 2 down here in the 4th, and Nomar Mazara. He walked in the 2nd inning. He's been hovering around 300 ever since he put on a Padres uniform. 298 at the moment, the very latest. Big rip, and it's 1-1. Padres with 2 hits so far. Infield hit for Ha-Sung Kim. A single to center for Jose Azocar. It's been it. Both teams with 2 hits. Neither team with a run.
Curveball.
2-2.
He's very consistent with that. When a pitcher's consistent with the curveball down, you aim for, you pick something out on the catcher, right? And we mentioned this the other day. Rather than casting a curveball up, you go straight towards that target. Out of your hand, it's going to be straight, then break down. Let's see where he aims right here out of the hand. Unless he gets, he just got shaken off there. Fastball, 2-seamer in, bringing it back.
Ended up over the middle. Kind of leaked. 2-2.
Donnie, you're a fisherman. Cast, right? Same thing. Fast curveball. When you do that, it goes up, right? I was always taught, let's say the catcher's knees are right here. You actually throw it there. Get it there like that. Don't cast it up. Go for it. Release point out front. Bam.
Pulling the lampshade down is what I was always told.
There you go.
Pull it down.
See how we started that one? Throwing it in the zone, letting the ball do the work out of the zone for hopefully the swing and miss. Pulling the what'd you say?
Pulling a lampshade down. A blind down, not a lampshade.
Yeah. Or
what is a lampshade? I don't even know what that is.
A lampshade's a thing after you have a few cocktails, you put it on your head at the party.
No. Pulling down like the what do you call that? The blinds?
Yeah.
Yeah, pulling down the blinds.
I got you.
That little circle.
Yeah.
Lampshade. What is a lampshade? 3-2 is ball 4 again. Mazara walks. Second time tonight. So Nola's given up 2 walks. They're both to Mazara. And he's on with 2 down in the inning.
Pulling down the blinds, right?
Yes. Yeah.
The old school blind with it's got the string with the little circle on it.
Right.
Pulling it down like that. I was also taught, and when kids ask me, first of all, I think you should be old enough and mature enough to manipulate a ball and throw a curveball, or else you get hurt. But
so what age?
It depends. It's subjective to it. A kid might be able to do it at 13. Might not be able to do it till 16. But scrape your knuckles on the ceiling. You get up on top of the curveball, right? Let's say the ceiling's right here. You're going to scrape those knuckles right here up on the ceiling to get up top. Bring it down.
Throw mine like this.
Oh, I got Tommy John surgery scheduled tomorrow.
No, it's just I wrap around.
Just blew out. You just blew out.
I'm fine. I feel great. This one fouled back to the screen. I seem to get more movement if I keep it level like that and wrap around. You know?
Yeah.
You should see it. It's nasty. My elbow does kind of hurt already, though.
I'm telling you, yeah. I could have told you that.
The inside.
Yeah.
1-1 to deep left field off the bat of Ha-Sung Kim. Back goes Schwarber to make the catch in front of the wall. That ball just died to left field. Kim thought he had it. I thought he had it. We're scoreless. In San Diego, it's a scoreless game that heads into the 5th inning. Bryson Stott leading it off for the Phillies. Takes strike one, the high strike. Not sure it was, but he'll take it. Next pitch will be 80 for Mackenzie Gore. Gore has had to work out of some tough innings. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the 3rd, 1st and 2nd with 2 outs in the 4th. Phillies have left 5 men on in the last 2 innings. That was a strike before, not this time. Two 1. Fly ball down the left field line will head foul.
Stott's a running rebel. Played ball at UNLV. Let's see, who else went to UNLV? You know what? It just occurred to me. I'm going to double check.
Softly lined and caught! C.J. Abrams up into the air to make the grab.
C.J. laying out. Taking away a hit. That ball off the left-handed bat is going to slice a little bit. Nice snag by the Padres shortstop. Nice.
One down in the 5th and changed his mind in the middle. Kyle Schwarber couldn't hold up and finds himself down 0-1. Chase the slider. Back to back. Missed that time. 1-1. Didn't go. It's time for the Home Depot getting more done. Fewest at bats per home run this season. One every 12.60 for Kyle Schwarber. Aaron Judge under 10 ABs in between home runs.
That's amazing.
Three balls and a strike here for Schwarber with 1 out in the 5th. And Rhys Hoskins will be along here for the Phillies. There's Hoskins.
And with those numbers we just saw, this is the perfect way to face Schwarber. Nobody on.
Wraps it foul outside of first. Full count. Fifth full count for Mackenzie Gore in this game. Ball 4, and he loses him. A 1-out walk. Well, that continues the active streak that Schwarber's got going. That's 28 games now on base after going 0 for 2. You got the 4th walk allowed by Gore, and that on base streak continues. Nabil Krismat first up in the pen for the Padres. One out, one on. Rhys Hoskins has popped out to second and walked. 90th pitch is in there for a strike.
And 92, good location, down and in. Trying to work a ground ball right here. He's grounded into 6 double plays this year.
Line to left and a base hit. Up to second base goes Schwarber on the single by Hoskins. And the Phillies have runners at first and second with 1 down.
Bad location on the fastball. That ball's in, but Nola was set up away. And yes, Hoskins likes to turn on the heater. He did right there.
Two on, one away, and Bryce Harper coming up. This season with runners in scoring position, hitting at .370. 11 doubles, 4 homers, 36 runs batted in. He came up with the bases loaded in the 3rd and flat out to left. That ended the inning. Another chance here with men on. As he looks at strike 1, 94, and well placed outside corner.
A rare take on that first pitch, especially with runner in scoring position.
Foul back. It's 0-2. A little extra there. 95. Might be the hardest thrown fastball we have seen tonight from Mackenzie Gore. And he jumps ahead. 0-2. Down the left field line, foul.
All fastballs so far up to this point.
Schwarber at second, Hoskins at first, 1 out in the 5th. Trying to get him a chase curveball, did not. Schwarber at second, Hoskins at first, 1 away in the 5th. Phillies have had some traffic last couple innings. Again, they left 3 on in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. That is strike 3. Harper knew it and takes with him the 4th strikeout for Mackenzie Gore. That's a big one, 2 down.
Second time tonight that he's got him out in a big time situation. Bases loaded, got him to pop up. Starts him off, heater. Located well. Next pitch, yes, you guessed it, up and away with the fastball. Now he tries to get him on a heater again. Now he puts a little wrinkle in one. Taken. And once again, don't underestimate his fastball. He's looking fastball, freezes him with the slider. It's a good sequence right there by McKenzie.
2 on, 2 down. Nick Castellanos now. Fly ball headed out towards deep left center field as Okar's going to have plenty of room as he makes the catch. That ends the inning. 2 more left on by the Phillies. We're scoreless from San Diego. Bally Sports presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by your San Diego County Toyota dealers. We make it easy. By Sequan Casino. Watch the Padres all season long at Sequan Casino Resort. Win exclusive prizes, games, tickets, and more. And by Arco, the official fuel of Bally Sports. San Diego now accepts credit cards. Nola family, as the Nolas head-to-head tonight so far. Aaron Nola has had the better of Austin Nola, who is 0 for 2. But we're scoreless in this game to the bottom of the 5th inning. And leading it off is C.J. Abrams. Swing and a miss for strike one. Abrams getting his second look at Aaron Nola. Grounded out to first base in the 2nd inning. Padres have been held to 2 hits by Aaron Nola. Oh and 2. Back-to-back fastballs. On the ground, foul outside of first. It's been a 6 strikeout night for Aaron Nola. He's walked 2, the 2 hits we talked about. Here's the breakdown. 64 pitches deep into his outing.
That's a good night right there. Staying below 20. Heaviest workload in the 4th with 19.
Swing and a miss, and Abrams strikes out for the first out of the 5th. That's 7 strikeouts for Aaron Nola.
That's what makes him so effective. That 2-seam fastball into the lefties. He is not afraid to bury it in there. Well, actually going up in the zone, it looks like. CJ tries to get to it, gets the hands in, but can't seem to make contact there for another punch out. Wow, look at that ratio.
46 of the 65 for strikes. 1 out in the 5th. Jose Azocar. Lines one into center field, a base hit. He's 2 for 2 from the number 9 spot in the Padres order. Both the hits to center field.
Stayed on this breaking ball. One of the few breaking balls tonight that he has left up in the zone, that being Aaron Nola. And Sugar stays on it. A sweet looking swing right there, and the shot is up. Oh, and it's good.
1 out, 1 on. And Jerks and Profar coming up. One out, 1 on. Profar has grounded out to first and fly to right. 0 for 2. Over to first and back is Azocar. His lead was pretty large last time. Over to first again. Very concerned with his Azocar at first.
Remember last time he was over there was that throwing error. Got Azocar over into scoring position.
There he goes. He is out at second base. Caught trying to steal. JT Realmuto, one of the best there is in the game.
Didn't really get that good of a jump. Boy, what a great throw. That was close. Look at this throw. Perfectly placed. Oh, yeah, he got it. Absolutely. What a great throw by JT Realmuto.
So 2 down, bases empty. Pitch was a ball to Profar. Swing and a miss. Profar has grounded out to first, flied out to right. Now ahead of the count, 2-1. Popped up foul off to left out of play. To right field for Profar. Down the line, back towards the wall and off it. Played by Castellanos. The throw is late. Profar's at second with a 2-out double. Almost got out of here. That Petco porch in right. Pokes it off the wall.
One of the few changeups tonight that Aaron Nola has thrown. It speeds up the bat of Profar. Center cut. And gives it a ride. And how close from going out. Almost hit the cat. He's in scoring position.
Two down. Profar at second. Jake Cronenworth has had a quiet night at the plate so far. Struck out swinging in the first, flied out to center in the third. To center, and Verling waiting. He'll make the catch. It ends the inning. We played 5 in San Diego without a score.
For Mackenzie Gore, he'll call it a night, but the last 2 starts, difficulty with location of the fastball. Tonight, he really buckled down and made some good pitches. At the knees, inside, outside, bases loaded. Bryce Harper pops up. High fastball out of the zone with 2 strikes. And when you need a grounder, yeah, he went down and away trying to hook it to get out of that first and second jam. So Mackenzie Gore, 5 innings. We got ourselves a pitcher's duel here. As Gore went 5, surrenders 3 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. And Aaron Nola, boy, he's having one heck of a year, and it's showing tonight. We go to the top of the 6th. Here's Don Orsillo.
Thanks very much, Mark Grant. Here's Nabil Crisman.
And the right-hander, he's Mr. Everything, enters his 24th game, having one heck of a season. ERA 1.35. Don?
First dealing with JT Realmuto. Realmuto 0 for 2, has struck out twice, and this one fouled off to the right out of play. Center fielder is Okar towards right center, gap in left center. So for Gore, 5 innings, ends up giving up a total of 3 hits, no runs, get out of some major jams. In fact, 7 men left on the last 3 innings by the Phillies. 3 innings. And now a quick word from Jack in the Box.
My $5.99 double bacon cheesy Jack combo with double the bacon and double the cheese. Order on the Jack app today.
5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 4 Ks for Mackenzie Gore. There's a fly ball to right field. Mazzara makes the catch for the first out of the 6th inning. So he's got 8 scoreless innings against the Phillies. The 3 innings that he pitched in Philadelphia in relief, and then the 5 tonight as a starter. 8 total, but impressive because he worked in and out of trouble.
Yeah.
But he came up big when he needed to. Got Bryce Harper fly out to left with the bases loaded. Struck out Harper with 2 on and 1 out in the 5th. As Alec Bohm now bats with 1 out and the base is empty.
Yeah, you see the walks, 4 walks, and like you said, the 7 men left on base. That's wow. That's walking the high wire right there.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And a change up that time from Krismak. The center fielder is Zokar, right center. Lots of green grass in left center. Almost hit him. But a full count now.
He'll throw that changeup full count.
Infield about straight up. Very unusual. Fly ball, Zokar right where he's at, waiting, makes the catch. 2 down. Well, coming up in the middle of the 7th inning, stay tuned for the Arco game break with Mike Pomerantz and Mark Sweeney. It's coming up.
Can't wait.
2 down for Matt Verling, who has found his way on twice. Some of the center in the 3rd, walked in the 4th inning. Fly ball, center field. Back goes to Zokar. Still going onto the dirt of the track to make the catch. A 1-2-3 6th for Krismak. We're scoreless in San Diego. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, time now for our Indeed player resume. Well, the resume for Rob Thompson, the interim manager here for the Phillies, named the interim manager on June 3rd. Was the Phillies bench coach from 2017 through 2022, so that went back to the Gabe Kapler years. Yankees bench coach 08, 15 through 17, and the Yankees third base coach from 09 through 14. And their last championship mixed in.
See the progression there? Third base coach, a lot of responsibility. Then you go to bench coach for the Pinstripers. Now interim manager. He will manage full-time in the big leagues someday. Good baseball guy.
'75th pitch for Nola coming up here to Luke Voit, leading it off in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Everything's been away to Voit from Nola tonight.
It's not trouble. Struck out swinging in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Now down 0-2.
And there's no reason why he wouldn't go back out there down and away.
Swing and a miss. That was right down the middle at 94, and he struck him out. That's 8 strikeouts for Nola. One down here in the 6th inning.
Yeah, that ball leaked right over the heart of the plate, as you mentioned. He wants it down and away, but he gets him.
One out in the 6th, and here's Eric Hosmer. He has had the same kind of troubles as Luke Voit. He struck out twice in the game so far. So between the 3-4 hitters, 5 strikeouts in 5 at bats. Looking in the 2nd, swinging in the 4th inning. Fouls it straight back, 1-1. And the Dodgers were victorious in Freddie Freeman's return to Atlanta, 4-1. So the Padres are a game and a half back right now of the Dodgers. Giants are 6 games back. And they're currently losing in the top of the 5th inning 2-1 to the Reds.
Yeah, big game tonight, I feel, and a big road trip coming up. I know there's plenty of baseball this weekend. But you got the Snakes in the desert and then on to Los Angeles.
Austin Nola waiting on deck. One out in the 6th. Another chance to face his brother. For the 3rd time tonight.
Well, a game like this, I always think about the miscue on the field, a throwing error, a ball being charged by an outfielder gets by him. A hanging breaking ball, 1-0.
Line other way in left center field. That'll get in the alley to the track in the wall. Hosmer is headed to 2nd. Got a 1-out double here in the 6th inning.
That ball was laced the opposite way. Two-seamer. He wanted to bring that back. In off the plate, inside corner. It leaks. Hosmer stays right on it. Beautiful.
.5 miles per hour. In scoring position. Second time the Padres have had a base runner reach 2nd. They have not had one reach 3rd. Austin Nola against Aaron Nola. Here we go. Round 3 tonight. Going off pitch calm at the moment. That runner at second base in Hosmer. Strike one.
You think, Donnie, he's going to try to shoot something the opposite way?
He could.
He could.
There's some real estate over there that's available.
Most certainly. But you know, does his brother counter with a two-seamer in? That's tough to inside out to go that way.
Oh, and 2. Curveball.
Yep, out of the zone. Boy, you know what? Just that shot there, it gives you the idea. It looks like it's going right for the heart of the plate. And then that spin, that break, that tilt out of the zone.
Hosmer at second, one out. Nola down on the count, 0-2. Line to right field. That's going to get in for a base hit. Coming around from second is Hosmer. It's 1-0 Padres. Austin Nola gets an RBI single off Aaron Nola. And it's 1-0 Padres.
Little brother going the opposite way, driving in Hosmer. He gets big brother. Family doesn't know what to do. Austin going the opposite way. Breaking the scoreless tie. And little brother can look at big brother, go neener, neener, neener.
Austin Nola's first career hit off his brother. He'd been 0 for 4, not anymore. And a pitch down and in to Nomar Mazar.
That was some good hitting right there.
Padres strike first here in the 6th inning. Mazara has walked twice, the only 2 walks allowed by Nola tonight. High fly ball, shallow left. Warber coming in, out goes the shortstop, and it'll be Camargo. Makes the catch for out number 2.
Did you see him snag at that? Wow, that's a good way to drop a fly ball.
Look cool though.
Yeah, he did. You better catch it if you're going to do that.
So 2 down. Nola still at first. And Ha-Seong Kim coming up. Single to the infield and the shortstop in the 2nd inning. Flied out deeply to left in the 4th inning. Strike 1. That gets the home plate umpire, Ramon De Jesus. That's away. Inning started with Voigt striking out. The double by Hosmer at Gapper to left center. Nola with the RBI single to right off his brother. Zara pops out of the shortstop, so 2 down with Nola at first and a 1-1 from the other Nola. Ball 2. Action in the Phillies pen. Andrew Bellotti up. Outfield about straight away. They're pretty deep for Kim, but about straight away. '90th pitch coming up here for Nola. And strike 2.
Still good movement location in 95 on that 2-seamer.
Swing and a miss, and Kim strikes out to end the inning. That's 9 Ks for Aaron Nola, but it's Austin Nola who drives in the game's first run with Hosmer at second, takes it to right. Hosmer comes around to score. At the end of 6, the Padres have a 1-0 lead. 1-0 Padres have the lead over the Phillies as we head into the 7th inning. We'll celebrate Independence Day at America's #1 ballpark. Join us on July 4th as the Padres take on the Mariners at 3:40. Secure your tickets at padres.com/tickets. So it is on to the 7th inning. Juan Camargo leading it off here for the Phillies. Camargo, Stott, and Schwarber expected in the inning. There is action in the pen as Krismat starts here in the 7th. Tim Hill, the left-hander, warming.
So you've got Stott scheduled the left-hander. You've got top of the order Schwarber lefty. You've got Hill warming up. We got a close one.
Grounded by the mound softly. Deeply was Abrams. He'll go glove to glove. And in time to retire Camargo. Yeah, he was in the shift on the right side, came racing in. And goes glove to glove. It's 6-3, and that's out number 1 of the 7th.
Well, the big key there on that play is that you don't want to work underneath that baseball, get that big changeup and that big loop. You got to push the ball from your glove. Does that so well. That is a huge out. Nice athletic play there.
One out in the 7th. Bryson Stott 0 for 2 as he takes strike 1 right down the middle.
Did you see Camargo on that run? He went over the bag. If they dropped that ball,
would have been out.
Yeah, well, they could have tagged him then, but he didn't touch the base.
Strike 2. Right at the top of the zone. It was a strike, too. Stott got his arms out of the way like he was going to hit him, and ends up hitting the top of the strike zone. 0-2. Softly lined and caught by Ha-Sung Kim. 2 down. Well, for the best coverage in the game, let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. Last time Stott was up, this diving catch back at second base by C.J. Abrams up into the air to make the grab.
Terrific coverage watching that, and terrific coverage getting to that baseball, covering a lot of ground.
2 down in the 7th. Kyle Schwarber. Foul tip for strike 1. Schwarber 0 for 2 with a walk, has struck out looking and popped out to short. Swing and a miss, off balance from Schwarber. That changeup really fooled him. 2-2.
He's got that tremendous changeup, and you know when you talk about metrics, one of the things they talk about is barreling up the baseball. Well, the Bill Krismat has allowed just 2 barrels this season. 2.1 barrel rate.
That's strike 3. gets him looking to end the inning. It's 7th inning stretch with the Padres on top 1-0. It's time now for our Arco game break with Mike Pomerantz and Mark Sweeney.
Well, folks, we've been focusing on the Nola versus Nola battle pretty much since the outset of the ball game. Austin versus Aaron. Aaron had the upper hand early, but Austin said, oh, my friend, not so fast.
Mike, backyard baseball at the highest level. Aaron Nola against Austin Nola. See that hard smash. This had to feel good for Austin just to get off a swing against his brother. Mike, the challenges are always there. You see the strikeout, and that was the disappointment. The family absolutely loves it, but then this is what we love. 2 strikes, slashing it down the line, and that's the game winner right now, Mike. This would be a lot of bragging rights out there.
Oh, it's been a lot of fun. Much more action out here from Petco in just a couple of moments, but first, here's a message from our friends at Arco.
Those were the bright moments of the game, brought to you by Knockaround Sunglasses. 7th inning stretch from Petco Park in San Diego. Very festive atmosphere as always. Padres and Phillies, and the Padres have the 1-0 lead. 38,890 with us tonight. 38,890 for game 2 of this 4-game series. And Aaron Nola, who's thrown 91 pitches. The first 6 innings is going to start the bottom of the 7th. And he'll be dealing with 8, 9, and 1. Abrams, Zokar, and Profar here in the bottom of the 7th. Abrams 0 for 2. To right center. That ball's falling fast, and it's going to fall for a base hit. Good start to the bottom of the 7th inning for the Padres.
Well, let's see if he gets this ball up right here. He's been keeping the ball down consistent all night. He went out and got this one. Curveball on contact. Off the plate, about knee high. Hitting that one off the end of the bat helped C.J. Abrams deaden that ball a little bit.
Lead runner on here in the 7th. Isaiah Zokar's had a nice night. 2 for 2, both singles to center. He's got 2 of the 7 Padres hits. Quick check on Abrams, diving to the outfield side of the bag. In there for a strike. Well, with 9 strikeouts, he has walked 2 through 6+ innings. Good size lead at first for Abrams. Fly ball headed to left center field. Long run for Verling, but he'll get there. Makes the grab in front of the track for out number 1. First time a Zokar has been retired in tonight's game. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Hopefully an insurance snap.
Yes, I hope so. That felt pretty good. A lot of snappage.
Solid.
1 out, 1 on. Jurickson is grounded to first. Fly to right and doubled his last time up. Pitch 95. Going to be served up by Aaron Nola. First a throw over, and back is Abrams.
That's a good night in the big leagues right there. Balls to strike ratio. You know, I know there's a lot of baseball left on it, but wouldn't it be something if this game came down to that one pitch?
Goes around, fooled on that, and a throw to first base, and out at first is Abrams. He got too far off. His secondary lead was huge. And noticing was JT Realmuto. He'll throw to any base, and he nabs him. Picks him off first base. That front door was closed, too.
Wow. It was way off. Nice swipe tag also by Hoskins. Tried to go the. He never got.
back.
Yeah, he never got there. Yeah. Wow. Nice throw from Realmuto.
Base is empty now. Phillies in that shift on the right side here on Profile with a count of 1-1. '93 fastball by him. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Profar. That's 10 strikeouts for Nola. He gives them 7 innings. It's 1-0 Padres.
In Atlanta, Freddie Freeman returns as a Dodger, picks up his World Series ring, and a lot of emotion.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, getting his World Series ring, Mike. 12 years in Atlanta, and what does his teammates do? Trey Turner goes opposite field. Freeman's return was good. He had 2 walks and a single, also a strikeout.
That's kind of classic Freddie Freeman right
Sure
there
is.
in a nutshell, right? Very emotional. He says it's going to be emotional for him the entire series long. It's going to be exciting. Mark and I are looking forward to seeing everybody for Padres Live, the post-game show tonight. It'll be brought to you by our friends over at Toyota. Don, Mudd.
All right, Mike and Mark, thanks very much. Padres moving on to their 3rd arm tonight. It's Luis Garcia for the 8th.
Last time out was on Tuesday against the Diamondbacks. He enters his 29th game for Luis Garcia. He's got the sinker, slider, and split finger up around a hundo for the right-hander. 11 holds. Big-time hold right here for the righty.
First pitch strike to Rhys Hoskins, leading it off here for the Phillies. Hoskins has popped out to second, walked and single. Great job by Nabil Crismat. Outstanding again.
Wasn't he, though? Wow.
Faced 6 hitters, retired them all. Strikeout mixed in. Changes defensively for the Padres. Trent Grisham comes into the game in center. And moving from center to right is Jose Azocar, with Nomar Mazara coming out of the game. Strike 3 call.
Wow.
Hoskins does not like it, says some stuff to DeJesus, and then walks away. 1 down in the 8th.
Well, he's got a right to gripe. That ball was. Oh.
Hey now.
Ball's in. It's a backup slider there. Just didn't get the release point out. Nola frames it and gets the call.
So 1 out in the 8th. Bryce Harper 0 for 3. He's come up in some key spots. Came up with the bases loaded in the 3rd, flat out to left. 1st and 2nd, 1 out in the 5th. He struck out. Was handled tonight by Mackenzie Gore. That pitch called a strike. And Harper is going to get tossed here if he's not careful. Pointing, saying stuff. For 7 in his career against Luis Garcia. 0-2.
Well, now 0-2, you've got to go off the plate. You might get a call. Harper's got to protect. So, you know, this pitch, maybe the next pitch, have him fish for something. Here comes Splitty.
Not close. Ball and 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. Bounced it. Not working for him tonight, that splitter. Missed badly away and then spiked that one. It's 2-2.
Throw another one to even it out. Let's see what Austin puts down here. More of a control type pitch. Either a fastball or a slider. Slider.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Bryce Harper. Second time he's down by way of the K tonight. 2 down in the 8th.
Luis Garcia could not have placed this slider any better. Out of the hand, looks like it's going to be the heart of the plate, and then down and in for the swing and miss. We talk about big pitches. That's a big one to Harper.
You talk about the save sometimes coming in the 8th inning. This is a perfect example. You got Hoskins, Harper, Castellanos, 2, 3, and 4 here in the 8th inning for Luis Garcia. And so far it's gone well. He struck out Hoskins looking. It's Harper swinging. Now here's Nick Castellanos. Ball 1. One for 2 in his career against Garcia. 0 for 3 in this game. Swing and a miss, 1-1. There's that slider again. So Nola's still in the dugout. He's thrown 98 pitches through the first 7. Last batter he faced was Profar. It was strikeout number 10 on the night for him. That ended the 7th. Strike 2. Double-barreled in the pen. Jose Alvarado was up earlier. Has been joined by former Padres closer Brad Hand. Swing and a miss. Striking out Castellanos. So Rhys Hoskins.
Say it, Donnie.
Bryce Harper.
Say it.
Nick Castellanos. All down by way of the K. 1-0 Padres. Bally Sports presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres, by Circa Resort and Casino, and by La Mesa Flooring Company, providing exceptional service since 1935. Visit our showroom today. Bottom of the 8th inning. Austin Nola able to drive in the game's only run off Aaron Nola. And Aaron Nola is now out of this game. Jose Alvarado into the game for the Fightin' Phils.
Alvarado, a 4-pitch pitcher, a sinker, cutter, 4-seamer, and a curveball. Made the opening day roster, but then was optioned down to AAA Lehigh Valley. This season, his 23rd game is tonight. 286 opponent's batting average. It would be nice for the Padres to get some insurance. High ERA of 6.62 for the left-hander.
This really would be something if this game ends this way, 1-0, with Austin Nola's RBI single The game-winning hit off his brother Aaron Nola. We'll see.
Yeah, and Austin, the older brother.
Jay Cronenworth, 0 for 3. Will take ball one, running in at a hundo. Cronenworth struck out, flat out to center twice. His return after having last night off. The Phillies took game one of the series down in the Padres 6-2 last night. Chop foul over by the Padres bench. And now a quick word from the Home Depot.
Know before you go and avoid any curveballs. Use the Home Depot project calculators to know exactly how much you need.
Ball and 2 strikes. Wow. That's strike 3. 101 for you. And Cronenworth is out number 1 of the 8th.
That's some serious gas right there. Lefty on lefty. Alvarado for his career has done quite well. He's held lefties to a 201 average against for his career. 101 coming at you.
Here's Luke Voit, who's had a quiet night at the plate, 0 for 3. Striking out 3 times, twice, actually all 3 times swinging. It's 11 strikeouts now for Phillies pitching. There's strike 1. In there for a strike, called strike at 101. That's tough.
Try cleaning that out, huh? You got to be looking for
it. In tight. That's a cutter. It's still 96.
Yeah.
Hosmer waiting on deck. He'll be next. They're shifting on Voit here on the left side of the infield. 3 wide. Only Hoskins on the right side. Alvarado had his back turned like that was strike 3, but clearly missed in. There's the wall on the left side. Bohm, Camargo, Stott. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Swing and a miss, and Luke Voit is struck out for the 4th time tonight. 2 down in the 8th.
And he went with the cutter. Once again, 96. In off the plate. Tried to deal with a 101 and then a little wrinkle at 96.
There's Hosmer, who has struck out looking, swinging, and doubled to set up and score the only run of this game. Bouncing in, that gets kind of the shoulder there at 101 of JT Realmuto. Two 2-0. As you might imagine, the Padres closer up in the Padres pen, Taylor Rogers. Right now it is a 1-run lead. Padres would love to obtain some insurance here in the last of the 8th. There's a strike, 2-1. Make it 2-2. Even hundo. Swing and a miss, and Hosmer late on that strikes out, and very impressively Alvarado strikes out the side. It is on to the 9th inning in San Diego. Oh, it's closing time for Taylor Rogers. He'll be on to try to close this out. Back after this. How play of the game, Austin Nola against Aaron Nola, and Austin Nola wins with a base hit to right field. Eric Hosmer, who's at second base, comes in to score the game's only run. It's the difference in this game as we head to the 9th inning. Austin Nola will now be catching the Padres closer. Taylor Rogers looking to close out this game.
2-pitch pitcher, we know that, enters his 31st game. Saved opportunities, 21 out of 24. Opponent's only hitting 153. There are saves, and then there are saves. This is a big one here, right here for Taylor Rogers.
JT Realmuto leading it off. And taking strike one. Padres' last 1-0 win, you got to go back to September 7th of 2020 against the Colorado Rockies. Strike two. Nice night for Mackenzie Gore. Good bounce back outing for him. 5 innings through 97 pitches. Allowed no runs. Get out of some big situations, including getting Bryce Harper twice with 2 men on. It was an 0-2 pitch coming up to JT Realmuto. Little grounder down the third baseline that kicks foul. Arrive early before the 6:40 game on Thursday, July 7th. Receive an El Nino fleece blanket presented by UC San Diego Health. Limited to the first 35,000 fans. And prior to the game, join us for the 2022 Padres Hall of Fame induction ceremony honoring Ted Leitner and Larry Lucchino. It's going to be quite a night.
Oh, yeah.
JT Realmuto down in the count, 0-2. Late swing into the Padres dugout. Think it's Snellzilla?
I don't know.
I think so.
Hope everybody's okay.
Fastball running away. Ball and 2 strikes to Realmuto. with Bohm and Verling to follow. 5, 6, and 7 in the Phillies order here in the 9th inning. Grounded foul. We'll do it again. 1 and 2.
Don, looking at my scorecard after Mackenzie Gore, when the relief corps came in. My gosh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yep. It's 11 in a row right now retired by Padres pitching. The combined effort of Gore, Krismat, Garcia, and Rogers looking for his first out here in the 9th inning. That is strike 3. Realmuto knew it, takes with him. Strikeout number 1 for Rogers. Out number 1 of the 9th. Ring the bell.
Talk about freezing him with a fastball. Realmuto is looking for something else. Frozen pizza.
5 strikeouts in a row for Padres pitching. And Alec Bohm coming up here for Philadelphia. He's lined to short, single to left, flied out to center. Strike 1. Strike 2. This heat right down the middle. On the ground to first base. Hosmer has it get underneath the glove, and aboard is Bohm. Headed towards the line. It gets underneath the glove, and the dive there by Hosmer. And Bohm's got a 1-out base hit and breaks up a string of 12 in a row retired by Padres pitching. Fought off a fastball right there.
Yes, he did. Stayed on top of it. Just off the glove of Hosmer. Looks like he kind of dove late at that one. Hopefully get another ground ball, get a double play right here.
1 out, 1 on. Matt Verling. He's been on twice in this game. Strike 1. Verling with a single to center in the 3rd, walked in the 4th inning. Flied out to the warning track in center in the 6th inning. And he's got one of the 4 hits the Phillies have put together in this contest.
You know, with the lefty Rogers and the right-handed hitting Verling, you've got to be heads up down at third base. Ha-Seong Kim, that slider for a strike might be coming your way.
High drive down the left field line that is headed foul. That was scary.
Yep, that's that slider I'm talking about. You catch it out in front, you got a chance to pull it. That one was up. Strike 2. He wants it down and in. Look at that contact. That's middle in. Ooh, too close for comfort.
Bohm at first, 1 out in the 9th inning. Verling grounds it up the middle. That'll get into center field, a base hit. Stopping at second is Bohm, and it's first and second with 1 out in the 9th. Back-to-back hits here for the Phillies. Not going quietly in the 9th inning.
What a great effort by Jake. Even if he gloves that one, the only play would be at second base for the force. And I'm not so sure they would get Bohm at second base. What a great effort by Jake.
Last night, the Phillies cashed in on their chances, 3 for 3 with runners in scoring position last night. Tonight, different story. 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. We'll see what happens now for Johan Camargo. That's out of the 8th spot for the Phillies. Ball 1. Heading out is Nola to talk to Taylor Rogers. Jairo Munoz has come out on deck. He would pinch hit. There's Munoz. Conference is over. Rogers was able to strike out Realmuto to begin the inning. The base hit by Bohm. Base hit by Vierling. 2 on 1 out here in the Phillies' 9th inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Back to the gas.
Oh, a little extra on that one. 96.
Kenzie Gore for the first 5. Krismat for 2. Garcia 1. The third so far for Rogers. His 1-1 will have to wait. Time called. Ball 2. Didn't miss by much, but down.
Well, going into this game, 134 at bats for Camargo. He's only grounded into 1 double play. Rogers looking for that one pitch down in the zone. Let the infielders work to get out of this.
Strike 2. One out in the 9th. Bohm at second. Vierling at first. Johan Camargo waiting on a 2-2 pitch. Foul back to the screen. We'll do it again. 2-2. Bob Melvin has his closer in the game, and a 1-run lead at the moment, with the Phillies not going quietly here in the 9th. Fouled back, still 2-2. Next pitch will be the 20th of this inning for Rogers. Bluff off the backside, no throw. But he was thinking about it.
Well,
with Cronenworth cutting in.
Yeah, and he was trying to get a really good secondary lead.
Represents the tying run in this game. Camargo lines it down the left field line, foul. The battle continues. 8th pitch of this plate appearance coming up for Johan Camargo. Line down the left field line, foul again. We'll see a 9th pitch.
Rogers is really pumping that strike zone. 21 pitches, 18 strikes. And yes, Camargo likes to pull the baseball. Let's see if he tries to go down and away here. Something down and away. Trying to hook on the ground there. Backdoor slider maybe.
2-2 again. To left field, and waiting is Profar. 2 down. That was quite a battle. But Rogers wins that one. 2 down in the 9th inning.
And it was the slider in the back door. Camargo, he stayed on it, just didn't get enough of it, and he knew it right off the bat. Big pitch, big out.
2 down, runners at first and second. The Friar faithful will stand as one at Petco Park in San Diego. Munoz will indeed pinch hit. 200, 2 homers, 2 runs batted in. First 6 games of the year for him. Ball 1. Slider kind of took off on him there. Ball 2. A tough time with that slider, back-to-back deliveries.
Well, now it's interesting. 2-0. Does Munoz look fastball because he's missed with the first 2 slides? He doesn't want to go 3-0.
Ooh. He did go back with the fastball, but missed badly. And it's 3-0. Gets rid of that baseball. Didn't like it.
A bad onion right there. Get a new one.
Yeah, Munoz can find a way on. Schwarber, the top of the order, waits on deck. You'd rather not have to deal with him. .3-0. Taking all the way and taking a strike, and he got a call. Thank you.
Yeah. That could be a huge break.
Ball 4, and he walks him. Base is filled with Phillies with 2 down. not been a comfortable ninth inning for Bob Melvin. Now you got to deal with Kyle Schwarber. Ruben Niebla is going to talk it over here. This has not been your easy inning for Taylor Rogers that we have become so used to. Did strike out the first batter, Real Muto, but a single by Bohm, single by Vierling. Camargo flies out, and then he walks the pinch hitter Munoz. Bases filled with Phillies with 2 down. Back up is Tim Hill. He had been up earlier.
Well, it'll be interesting how he starts him off because he hasn't had that feel. Oh, he wants a new baseball again. He's been missing with the slider and missing with the fastball.
Kyle Schwarber tonight has struck out, popped out, walked, and struck out again. One for 3, couple strikeouts against Rogers in the past. Strike 1 at the knees. Been a long inning for Rogers. Next pitch is 29th of this 9th inning. Fly ball, center field. Grisham goes back. He's there. Padres win. One to nothing victory for the San Diego Padres. The Phillies leave them loaded. And it's Austin Nola who beats Aaron Nola with an RBI single, and it holds up. Padres win it 1-0. It's time for Padres Live, the postgame show. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?
Well, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to talk to Austin Nola about what it was like, not only facing his brother, but getting that game-winning hit and handling the pitching staff that did a very nice job. We'll see you for Padres Live, the postgame show, next.